there is a story of the Pathmark shoplifting. We were arrested shoplifting. We were arrested shoplifting. Okay, this is what happened. We went to the Pathmark on is it Morris Avenue or in Newark? I think in Newark. And then we were broke. And then we decided, let's go to the supermarket and then walk out with some something to go and eat, you know. I think we had enough flour in the house, but we didn't have meat. So we decided to go to the Pathmark supermarket and see what we can get and buy, you know. So it was, we used to live about 6 of us. But this day, I think, this time when we were in the supermarket, we went 3 of us. You know, we used to live, yeah, it was me, Kasioka, Mudama, Kayongo. There's another guy called, is it Moravia? Moravi. And I think there was a 6th person. I think there were 5 of us. And we didn't have money. No, we put some little money together to go and buy some, maybe the cows, the sukuma wiki, you know, vegetables to go and cook. We were coming out of the call, we used to do evening classes. We had a class up to 10:10. So we were driving one car, I think it was my Vega. So we got into the Vega, Kapitia. We used to live in an apartment called Ivy Hills Apartments in Newark. So we passed through the Pathmark and Newark, and we entered the Newark supermarket, and everybody, you know, took their own lane, and we were doing shopping. So everybody was shoplifting. Now we didn't realize that we were being monitored. But actually we were not being monitored. What happened is, when we got at the paying, at the cashier's place for payment, Kasioka had picked some meat, a pack of meat, but unfortunately the polythene paper was torn a bit, so and he was wearing a white shirt. So it was a summer, I think. It was around summer, just before summer, or maybe it was the spring, the beginning of summer or something. So some blood was oozing out of the meat, and the security guard, after we had actually walked out, we had paid for the meat, now we're walking out, then the security guard saw the blood on his shirt and the stomach. He said, "Allah, you hurt?" He said, no, I'm not hurt. He said, no, but look, you got blood here. So he was put aside, and then we were called, we were stayed aside. I think the CCTV had technology had developed there then, but us, we didn't know about those things. So it was stripped of shirt, and then they found the meat. Then, did you pay for this? No, I didn't pay. Then we were taken back to the back into the manager's office. I think it was me, him, and Mudam. I think we were 2 or 3 of us. We were not many. The other guys, I think, were at home because I think I was the one who taken the evening class, and Kasioka. I think it was me and Kasioka. So we went into the manager's office. Before when we got into the manager's office, he told us, "What else have you got?" We said, no, it was only this meat. He said, no, let's switch on the CCTV. So we were shown how we were walking around the corridors in the supermarket, in the aisles, how we picked how Kasioka picked the meat, I think I had picked some I think toothpaste or something. I also had picked something and put it in my jacket. So I was told to remove. I removed. So the manager told us what were our mitigating factors. Why did we do that? Then we all said in unison that we are poor African boys from Africa, and we didn't have anything to eat. That's why we took this meat. and I had lost my toothbrush, so that's why I have taken that toothbrush or toothpaste. I can't remember, something like that. So the manager was a gentleman. He told us, okay, listen, we will, is this your first time? We said, we have never done that before. You have never shoplifted before? No. He said, okay, never shoplift again. But before you go, we want you to say that you will never visit any Pathmark again until you leave the US. We said, okay, we are doing. So a form was brought, our names written, our IDs, we had to remove our driver's license, our IDs, you know, they use the driver's license, the ID, our names were written down, and we signed a plea that we can never enter the supermarket. As a matter of fact, Kashoka was reminding me yesterday, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I called him. He told me even he went there with his children, and he told his children, because he showed them where he went to school. So the children were asking him why he's not going into the supermarket. He told me, but I was barred from entering any Pathmark. And that's 46 years ago. And he couldn't go because if they find you in there, you can be jailed, because that's what we signed. So that is my story of shoplifting.